Holy crap.
That's what I said. Bright light, bright light, bright light.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. Today is yet another Jeep kind of day. If you haven't saw our last Jeep episode, we installed the aux beam LED lights on the Jeep Wrangler Black Bear. Bobby was kind of excited. It turned out really good. I mean, the lights weren't like overpowering. They were really more cleaner.
They were clean.
They were definitely cleaner.
I like the white rather than the yellowish. It makes everything crisper.
Totally agree with you. Today, we're gonna like burn some Jeep stuff down. So I had to get the tools out so that like we can like melt the interior. But actually, in reality, we're gonna install a 50-inch LED light bar.
Yay!
On the Black Bear. On the Black Bear. Are you ready to get started?
Let's go.
So before we can get started and actually mounting the LED light bar, I kind of have to get the little switch pod prepped and ready to go. Now we're going with the A-pillar style switch pod from Rugged Ridge. But you have to cut out these little divot thingamajiggers, and well, I'm going to do that with a razor blade and my handy dandy little torch. It worked out really good on a lot of other projects that we worked on here in Bubba's Garage, so hopefully it'll do just as well on that. All our cutouts are done on the pillar pod. Now Bobby is prepping the Jeep so that we can install the light bar brackets. Then we'll move on to wiring. So now we're going to prep up the brackets so that we can get them installed on the Jeep, and it comes with these little thin little foam pads to kind of protect the Jeep, so that way if you ever take them off, the Jeep doesn't get scratched up. So we're going to start applying those now, and then if we're lucky, we'll move on to installing them on the Jeep. Light bar came with these handy dandy air thingamajiggies so it doesn't whistle. Now we have to take all of this off to get to this. Guys, look who decided to brace us with their presence. We might actually get some help during the hardest part of this entire installation process.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. I mean, so here's what we did. We've already got all of our wiring and everything ready to go. Yeah. We did this a few days ago, and I'll do the best that I can to explain that. But the bottom line is these switches have 3 wires. 1 power, 1 negative, and 1, well, it's going to be your trigger, right? So you can send the power to the accessory that you want to have come on, or trigger via ground, however you wire it. So what we have is we've built this harness here, which is our power. So red is power, black is ground, and we've daisy chained each one of them to go to our 4 separate switches. So that's power and ground. Then we have 4 additional wires, one that will go to each switch that will actually send the signal to our device, whatever accessory it is that we're going to have. In this case, it's a light bar. Flip the switch, send the signal down, and turns the light bar on. So 4 wires here, 2 wires here. We got to get this installed on the Jeep. We're going to take all of our wires and we're going to push them through the firewall on the driver's side. We're not going to leave that like that or anything, babe. We're actually going to install a wire loom back there to kind of hide all that stuff up. But I think it looks good.
We'll clean it up a bit, but I think it looks great so far.
Plug it in and light her up.
Let's do it.
The electrical stuff is taking a little while, but that's quite all right. You can kind of notice the little gap right there. A buddy of ours, Farm Boy's Garage, actually had the exact same problem going on with his. I'm not really sure how that's going to turn out once we put the cover in, but we'll see. While Bobby's taking care of wrapping up underneath the dash, I'm going to start by cleaning all of these wires up, making this look nice and pretty.
got everything wired up in here. Got my wires secured zip tied underneath the dash. Now I'm gonna start putting all this stuff together while Chris is out working on the electrical.
Soldering connections. It's probably overkill, but, well, it just wouldn't be Bubba's Garage if we didn't do it. Now we gotta clean all this stuff up. It's currently dark, and I'm gonna do my best, and hopefully this video turns out, but now we have to test out the LED light bar and see if it works out on the black pair. Holy crap!
That's what I said. Bright light, bright light, bright light.
So guys, I think the LED light bar turned out really well. As a matter of fact, we got a better deal on this light bar than we did the Jeep altitude light bar. Yeah. So I'm really impressed. This deal was such a great deal. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you guys to check out this light bar and the brackets. And most importantly, please take note, the brackets alone are well worth their money.
I was actually going to say, outside of how thick the steel is, I think it's even got a better coating on them where it wasn't cracking or chipping. We were tightening them down pretty good.
I think so too. I think you're absolutely correct with that. I mean, we're not really going to know for another year or two.
True.
So we'll see. But with the altitude, we actually had to refinish the brackets all over again. I'll leave a link to the eye in the sky so you can check out how to refinish your light bar brackets. But so far, value for the money, it turned out really, really well. We also installed the A-pillar, which is the exact same switch pod that we installed in the altitude. So this too makes it to the BGTV Wall of Fame for 2017. So just another product right here on BGTV Wall of Fame 2017. And guys, we haven't even gotten through the end of the month. It just started 2017 right here on Bubba's Garage. So guys, if you like this video, please give us a huge thumbs up. Till next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.